All right, I am live. Welcome, welcome, welcome to my channel, Inviting Possibilities. My name is Rochelle, and I am here to do something a little bit different once again. Just keep feeling this need to change things up a bit. I am going to do a reading for the collective. And also, I am here to do readings for anybody who wants one. I generally don't have people tuning in, but on the off chance that somebody does want a free reading, I'm here to give one. So if you happen to tune in while I'm doing this, I'd be more than happy to pick some cards for you. So, but so I don't have a bunch of dead air and I'm just sitting there waiting for anyone to show up because there's a good chance no one will. I'm going to do a reading for the collective and see what shows up and see how it goes. And yeah, again, just kind of changing things up a bit. So this message is for anybody who might need it, who resonates. And I'm starting out with doing the same format that I've been doing, which is I've already chosen 3 cards from Wisdom of the Oracle. And I do this because this particular deck has longer descriptions of the cards. And so I like to get a handle on what they're about, and it's helping me learn. And then I can just boom, like get the message out a little bit faster. It still takes a while. And then I can clarify with other cards. So, Bones Tarot. Love reading. Okay, excellent. Already got one. Well, then I'm going to pause on the collective reading. I'll just get right to you since you showed up. I'm so excited you're here. A love reading. Okay. I think I'm going to start with will you and your person get back together? Yay, thank you so much for subscribing. Bones Tarot. Will Bones Tarot and their person get back together? Thank you, spirit guides, angels, ancestors, divine consciousness, light and love, and all the good things. Thank you, thank you, thank you for your guidance. What do we need to know about Bones Tarot and their partner that are not together at the moment? King of Air. I think I'm gonna pick 3 cards first and read them together. Right away, this is making me think about using logic and reason, stepping out of the emotions and the heart, kind of separating to get clear on the situation. 6 of Fire. This is one of my favorite cards in the deck. I love this one. It's about being an enlightened influencer. It's about stepping into the limelight, having your followers, and the ship is being held up by the balloon. So it's like being able to sail over obstacles that you would normally encounter, no problem. Well, let's continue. Let's go into this a little bit more. Transformation. My feeling about this, and your name and your title, your Bones Tarot. So it makes me think that you do readings also. That you're in this time where You've split up for some reason. And you are now being called to, like I said, step out of the emotions of all the, kind of the inner gooey stuff, and just kind of get into the logical, reasonable part of yourself, where you're just looking at the facts, looking at what's in front of you. Yay, people are coming. And I think this has to do with the fact that you are on this journey where you are headed into the spotlight, where maybe there is this time, you're in this time right now where you need to be focusing on your own personal journey, because the way that you're showing up in the world is really important, because there are others who are looking for you, who specifically need your light in the world. And so, sometimes when we're in a relationship, we're very focused on that, and we're focused on giving to that. And this may be a time when you're not supposed to be, that you need to be focused on yourself and the bigger collective, maybe, the other people. And there's a transformation involved in this. Like, the fact that you're even asking if you'll get back together means that there's a part of you still hanging on, that you still really care about this person. And somehow in this situation, you are being transformed by learning to step out, by taking the actions to step it. How do I say it? It's like, it's understanding that you need to accept that you feel what you feel. And then you step back and understand that in this moment in time, you have a mission. You have something very big, very, very big that you are being called to do. It is both a part of your transformation, and it's like you're transforming through this process. There's transformation all around. Transformation helps you get here. Getting here helps you transform. It's the two. So let me just pull a clarifier. I'm feeling drawn to use the Osho Zen Tarot. This is really big. This is really positive. Let's see. Taking things moment to moment, step by step. Using your logic and reason to move you forward. Because this is where you're heading. You're becoming an enlightened influencer. This situation is allowing you to grow. You are learning lessons through this. We are the world. Connecting with others. Again, it's putting your attention on the whole, on the collective, rather than just one person. Understanding that you have a big mission to show up in this really powerful way. And playfulness. This is a part of your transformation, getting into this state of being playful. She's you know, we have the child here, and she's holding this little fairy in her hand. And there's very much a curiosity and interest about what is this new thing, something that you're discovering within yourself. And a part of it has to do with being playful, with just lightening up, understanding that you have a big, again, I keep saying it, you have a big mission. You have something, and it's very much linked to how you show up. This is what draws people to you. Your energy, very positive and light and uplifting. And from this place, this is where you can truly manifest, because this is where you get in touch with your innermost authentic self, and that is your valve to the universe, to your higher power, and that's what brings in all the good things, including romantic love. And if it's not, you know, this person, it's going to be someone else who's even better, who's much more aligned with you. Just trust that you're being led exactly where you need to go, which is to an amazing place. I wish you very well on your journey. Sounds extremely exciting. Thank you for joining in. Thank you for asking the question. Okay, hearts, love. Hi. Wanted to ask if Jackson likes me and will he reach out to me soon, and his thoughts towards me. Oh, you are so welcome, Bones Tarot. Thank you again. Jackson, will he reach out to you soon? And thoughts towards you. Okay. I'm heading back to the good tarot. What do we need to know about Jackson? Jackson and heart's love. Does Jackson like heart's love? Will Jackson be reaching out to heart's love? What are Jackson's thoughts towards heart's love? King of Earth. King of Earth is very, oh, Joanna, awesome. Jackson and Joanna. So King of Earth. King of Earth, I'm gonna look at my book. I'm still learning these cards, so bear with me. But I want to say he's very prosperous. He's very fair and generous. I feel like he can be very kind. A reliable leader. Okay, so I'm just going to read a little bit of what it says in the book. It says, you have trust and faith in the invisible and know it will manifest in the realm of form the way you need it to. So I'm going to pull more. I need to pull more. So far, it's looking good. He certainly, he's got a big heart. And this is about fantasy and dreaming, visualizing. I wonder if this has to do with you, with he is kind. Cool. I wonder if this is you manifesting him into your life. I mean, that's how manifesting works, is we have to have the thought first, and then you connect your feelings with the thought. And then the feelings go out into the universe, and then the universe mirrors back what you put out there. And that's why it's so important to gain control of your thoughts and your feelings in particular, because you can manifest things you don't want. And so it's really taking charge of of yourself, of your powers, bringing in what you truly want, which is Jackson. And Page of Water, being playful. So I'm also feeling like this could be him as well. Like maybe he is dreaming of you. This one, the Page of Water in this deck, is about being playful. About it's a new phase beginning. It's like getting back into this childlike place, this kind of innocent freedom of just, being happy because you exist. Like you're just in any moment, just enjoying yourself. This could be, he could be drawn to you because you're this way. And this could also be that this is the place that you are being called to embody, to get into this more innocent, playful place. Because again, that raises your frequency, that raises your vibration, and that's what allows the good things in that you really want. Page of Water. I'm going to look in the book just to see if there's anything I'm forgetting. I'm getting these cards. I am. Every day, I get a little bit more. Yeah, open-heartedness, childlike innocence, curiosity, beginning of intimacy and relationships. I am so glad I read the book. This kind of seems pretty clear, Joanna. Love to draw and be close to the earth and plants and animals. Oh, you are a girl after my own heart. Me too. I love plants and animals. Cheerful optimism. Yes. I think it's really feeling like you have a big hand in manifesting this through your sweetness. Your sweetness draws in his sweetness by using your power of manifestation, by using your visualization skills, getting your feelings into it, really like imagining what it would be like to actually have him in your life. How would that look? How would it sound? What would you say to one another? How would it, what are the smells? What are the tastes? How does it feel? Just get all of your five senses in there. So, okay, I want to, where did it go? I do not have a good setup. So I have cards. Here we go. I'm going to use Osho Zen Tarot again to clarify, because I feel like it's a really good deck for clarification. I don't have to look at the book so much. Totality. Connecting. Coming together. Almost there. Almost about to grab hands. I'm thinking this is looking really good. Oh, I'm so sorry if my connection is bad. I have terrible Wi-Fi. I hope this is coming through. Really like him and miss him. Exhaustion. Yeah, feeling exhausted. Missing can be very exhausting. Look at that. That figure is just like, so worn out. And there's all this going on around him. It's like he's spent all this time building up this machine. He's inside the machine. It's like needing to step out of the construct that is weighing you down. Stepping out of the beliefs Stepping out of this and into this. Maybe this is like worst case scenario thinking. It's being in a place of not thinking of the positive outcome, but the opposite. And oh, this might be things in his life. Very possible. Keep visualizing, keep dreaming. It is definitely looking like he's going to reach out to you soon. Yeah. Joanna, look at this. This is the Lovers. In traditional tarot, the Lovers is a choice. Making a choice. This sure is looking like he's about ready to make a choice. Maybe he's tired of whatever he's been through and he's just like, I want to go to where it feels good. I want to go to where it's playful. To somebody who can meet me, who can help me to feel better, who wants to show up with me and we can go play and splash in the water and stick a fish on our head if we feel like it. So I say just hang in there. This is definitely boding well for you. I wish you well. I'm not going to say I wish you luck. I don't believe in luck. I wish you in good visualization skills, good manifesting skills. Thank you so much. Yay. I'm so glad. Thank you for joining me. That was great. Appreciate you. Okay. So, yeah, I need a better setup someday. Someday. All right, who's next? Where am I? Okay, I'm very sorry if I say this wrong. Zaneb, Zainb. Will Usman reconcile with me and his feelings? All right. Will you just come back in and tell me if you're here? Z. I'm so sorry if I'm slaughtering your name. Zainab, it's very beautiful. Just pop back in and tell me if you're still here. And I'll definitely ask about Usman. Okay. In the meantime, I'm going to pop on over to Daisy. Daisy, you are next. Are you here still, Daisy? Daisy, asked to be on the list about 10 minutes ago. I don't think you saw it. Yeah, sorry, I was working on the other first two. Daisy, are you still here? Oh, Zainab. And Daisy is here too. Blueberry, are you Zainab? Or do you just know Zainab? You guys, friends? All right. Daisy, I'm just going to go ahead and jump onto the reading with Daisy, and I will come back to Zainab. Thank you again for the clarification, Blueberry. Oh, this is so exciting, you guys. I haven't done this before. No, I am not just helping you with pronunciation. Okay. Zainab. Okay, cool. Okay, So let me get to Daisy. Daisy. Will S and I date, and what's holding him back from contacting me? And he will when will he contact you? Okay. When will S contact Daisy? Will they date? What's holding him back? I don't know. Let's find out. What's going on with the S? Justice. Major Arcana. I'm going to pick other ones first. Justice. The scales. Finding balance. He might need to find balance. The sword of justice. Coming to terms with something, maybe. Ace of air. New beginning. Ten of water. Oh, this is like ultimate serenity, peace, happiness. Okay, let me pull out my little book. In this book, justice is karma. This is about the law of cause and effect. It is in play right now. It's balancing out your life, balancing out his life. So, oh, thank you. Thank you. I have a love-hate thing with my hair. What goes around comes around. Now seeing the evidence of this law and the conditions of your world. Karma. Let me look at the Ace of Air. Destiny and fate. The law of karma. There's a lot of karma here. Something about you and S. There's some kind of karmic cycle with you. Powerful forces of transformation at work are leading to ultimate awesome, just peace, happiness, serenity, all the good things. Like, look at that. I feel like it's hard to tell what's holding him back, though. Let me see. Let me get some clarification, because I mean this means like it's heading in a really good direction. Maybe there's some kind of cycle that he's going through, that he needs to come to terms with something. He's trying to find balance. Maybe he's releasing an old karmic situation. Or maybe it's that the two of you, because this is new beginnings, my cards are falling. Maybe it's that there's some kind of karma between you two. And karma isn't always bad. Karma is just, what it's kind of what we manifest based on our actions. So whatever it is, we keep coming back to this, the ultimate fulfillment, just being so happy with, it's the completion. The 10 is the fulfillment, the ultimate fulfillment. So let me clarify. I'm going to go back to Osho Zen again. Yeah, Osho Zen. Daisy and S. Suppression. This is a really interesting card to me because this person here, looks bound. Is like, how do I explain it? So this person, it looks like, is having to hold up this, what looks like a window. Like it's almost weighing him down, and he's all bound up. But I think what he doesn't understand is that if he steps away, if he steps down, this window isn't going to fall. It's not going to come crashing down. And in fact, when you look, the ropes are quite loose on him, and it looks like he could shake them off pretty easily. This is suppression. This is self-created situation. Holding back, holding down. And maybe that's where the karma is coming into play, where he's needing to find balance within himself, or something in his life where he feels weighed down. But it's self-inflicted. And he's figuring out how to get out of it to start this new beginning. Things have been hard for him recently. Okay. Let's pick another one. Creativity. Creatively, see, this is like, this could be him getting in touch with his creative side, allowing his divine feminine within himself to rise up. Maybe that's part of the balance that he is trying to get to. Because, you know, we all have feminine and masculine energies within us. And maybe he's been allowing the masculine to run the show, and it's gotten him into this place. You know, the masculine very typically suppresses. The masculine is taught in many societies that you have to suppress. You can't feel those emotions. You have to be a man. And this is his way out of this. This is his way into the new beginning. And the moon makes me think of, you know, it is a very feminine symbol. It's about intuition. Stepping into the creative side, it is about accessing the intuition and what he really knows is good for him. Which is going to lead him here, lead you both here, I think. Lead him to you. I mean, again, because this is about you two. I'm feeling like you're his ultimate fulfillment. Sharing. Yeah. Going from creativity, getting in touch, and then that's going to allow him to come together and be able to share all of his abundance, share his light. He wants to give to you. He wants to share what he has with you. That's what's going to bring this 10 of water. The peace, the ultimate serenity. Getting out of these ropes. Being able to actually step out from under what he thinks he has to hold up. Realizing that not only does he not have to hold up, but he can go through. He can go through that window. And once he's through that window, then he's outside and he's like, oh, I can breathe again. And, you know, it's so much lighter. Everything lightens up. And then I have to point out too, you know, we have looks kind of like a rose here. And we have the 2 roses here. So I think things are looking pretty good, Daisy. He's been working on himself and doing things that make him happy. Awesome. That's really good. And honestly, like, and a rose is your favorite flower. That is so cool. I love when things line up like that. I think I really feel like it's about having trust. Again, I just want to point out the sharing card here. Keeping your eye on the prize. Knowing that something really good is coming down the pipeline for you. It's leading to this. Let yourself feel it as if it's already here, as if it's already happening now. It's awesome. That's so positive. That's really good. Thank you. Thank you. I wish you very well on your journey. And yes, anybody who I do a reading for, please leave me a comment anytime. Let me know. I'd love to hear how things go, how things work out. Yeah, Daisy. It can be so easy for us to get into that place of, again, like kind of worst case scenario, like worrying and, oh, what's going to happen? I don't know. Is it going to work out? You know, the voice in our head so often is like, no, it's not going to work out. Of course it's not. Why would it? And it's like having to practice getting yourself into a good place, into a good positive place. Whenever you find yourself kind of heading in that lower vibrational thinking, to recognize it and be like, okay, I am aware that's not what I want. So what's the opposite of that? Okay, I'm going to think about that. If you need to, write it down, stick it on your wall, put it on your mirror, wherever you look normally. Anything to get you into that positive place of dreaming, fantasizing. What does it feel like? Get into those feelings. That's what brings in what you really want. All right. Thank you, Daisy. Blueberry is here. All right. I also want to say hi to Transitas too. Hi. Blueberry, new subscriber here. Thank you so much. Okay, I'm going down the list. So, Blueberry, if you can just hang on, I am going to answer Transitas 2, Transitas dos. What is Raphael thinking about me right now? Oh, you have a good day and night too, Daisy. Thanks again. Thanks again for joining. All right, Transitas. I hope I'm saying that right. Get back to it. Raphael. What is Raphael thinking about Transitas? Gosh, I may not get to the collective reading tonight with all you guys showing up. Thank you. Thank you so much. Cool. I love doing this. Transitas and Raphael. Go back down. We were friends with benefits in the past. Oh, yes. Okay. Definitely Blueberry is next after Transitas. Definitely. He's a Sag and you're a Pisces. A little fire and water. Yeah. Go well together. You get a lot of steam that way. Mm-hmm. All right. Here we go. Raphael. Transitas. 2 of water. Harmonious partnership. That's a good beginning. that looks very positive. Let's see. Ace of Earth, new beginnings. almost have this one. Let me look in my book. Prosperity in its purest form. Concrete results in the physical world. I mean, so far it's looking like abundance made manifest. Manifesting concrete results. I don't know. It's so far so good. I have to say, I think Raphael kind of likes you. Oh my God. Uh-huh. Yes. You're trying to let him go. And you're ignoring him because he's a fuck boy. Interesting. But you're asking if he's thinking about you, so you're having a hard time letting him go, huh? He's a fuckboy, and yet he really digs you. So I mean, yeah, this is this is problematic simply because you clearly have feelings for him and he does for you as well. Okay, we need to do some clarification on this because it could be that he's never met anyone like you before. That something about you has really stuck with him. It could, I've dealt with this kind of situation too. It can be really, really challenging when you're dealing with a person that you care about and that really cares about you, but for whatever reason, they have issues from their past, most likely from childhood, that cause them to fear intimacy. That's where the whole F-boy thing comes in. F-boy, thirsty girl, all that. They have been hurt very deeply. Usually it goes back to the parents. And so to actually open up and truly commit, truly like show up and be intimate with one person and let that be the thing, that can be the scariest thing in the world. I mean, it's sure looking like that's what he really likes you. Receptivity. This is this is a water card, and he's afraid of commitment. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, this card think of being open, being receptive, being vulnerable, being naked to, in the sense of just when we're naked, we're completely vulnerable, right? And that's when we can be totally receptive, when we are open and vulnerable. Let me see what else. The creator. I feel like this is you. His solar plexus is lit up. This is your place of power, personal power. This is you being grounded within yourself. This this sort of I don't know what it is around his head. This thing around his head points up towards the sky. It's like you're gaining your personal power through your connection to the universe, to your higher source. Maybe this is about you being receptive and vulnerable and open. One thing that occurs to me is very often, I should say always, what we see around us, what we see in our world is a reflection of us. So this is about you recognizing yourself in him. Where in you are you afraid to commit, afraid to be vulnerable? I've noticed in myself and other people that I've known that when we manifest someone in our life who is not a match in any way, it is because there is something in us that is not actually ready for the commitment. I just had this happen not too long ago. And I was really clear, like, oh, yeah, I manifested this because actually I was deeply afraid. And it took me a little while to get to that understanding. But I feel like this is you coming to that understanding, coming to the awareness that you have the power to change your situation by tapping into your wisdom, tapping into your personal power specifically. Experiencing. She's embracing this tree. She's feeling really content and happy. It's like the tree is almost embracing her. And this is right over the lovers. But this is not the lovers. This is love. So this could also speak to your own journey around learning to love yourself. That you don't need necessarily someone else to fulfill you. She's getting plenty of fulfillment. Yeah. Plenty of fulfillment from the tree. And I'm noticing that on her cloak are images of leaves that are just like what's on the tree. So it's like being able to be fulfilled. You have within yourself what you need to be fulfilled from your outer world, and tapping in to that. This journey, it's not necessarily about Raphael. This is about you. This is about you tapping into your personal power. He's a, what's the word? He's sort of an afterthought in a way. He's the catalyst. He's the thing that's helping you on this journey towards opening up and becoming receptive. You two have a really good connection. So this is pointing you towards the fact that you are able to, you have it in you to commit, to connect, to love, to allow yourself to be loved. And this is your journey in opening up to that, using your personal power and understanding that you can fulfill yourself. It's all within you. So Yeah, this is big. This is really, this is you go. This is amazing. It feels really expansive that you're on this journey of like growing into yourself and who you really are, self-discovery. There's a huge element of transformation here. And I think you will come to a point where you realize that you, no matter what happens with him, yeah, journey of spiritual awakening, exactly. Um, you are learning big lessons because of him, thanks to him. It's remembering that it's not that things happen to us, it's that they happen for us. And they help to move us forward on our journey. Those lessons, they help us to grow. That, yes, again, that spiritual awakening. It is definitely challenging. I don't like to use the word hard, but yes, it is. I like to say it is simple, not easy. But the cards are are saying that you are on the right track, and to keep, you are learning a lot, thanks to him, and thanks to yourself. Yeah, more self-love, and that's what we all need more of, isn't it? More self-love. That's, I'm a big fan of RuPaul and RuPaul's Drag Race. And his catchphrase is, if you can't love yourself, how in the hell are you going to love somebody else? Can I get an amen? And it's so true, because we have to be able to fill our own cup first before, in order to have a solid connection with someone, we have to be able to fill our own cup. And if we go into a relationship with an empty cup and we're like, fill my cup, please, it never works out, because no one can fill your cup except for yourself. So, yeah, awesome. Big journey ahead. You're going to do amazing. That creator card. Yeah, it's great. Thank you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for joining me. Okay, on to Blueberry. Blueberry, thank you so much for being patient. Okay, so let me go back. I'm trying to see, Blueberry, if you asked me a question. You've been very helpful. You helped me with the name, Zainab. What's going to happen between me and Abdullah in the future? We are in no contact. Whew, yeah, all this love stuff. Blueberry and Abdullah. Oh, you are so welcome, Transitas. Thank you. It's my pleasure. It really is. I can't even tell you. This is so much fun. We are stuck. Blueberry and Abdullah. Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of that going on right now. A lot of stuckness. It can be very challenging. All right. One more shuffle. Let's find out. No, I need to shuffle one more time. Sorry. One more. Never had any relationship, but felt a lot deeper. Felt deeper with him, even though you didn't have a relationship? Yeah, you have one of those soul connections. I mean, we all have soul connections, right? Like, the idea of a soulmate very commonly is a romantic idea, but in fact, anyone who comes into our life is a soulmate. And there are certain ones that are romantic that feel extra strong. They're definitely challenging. Through first glance, I just can't explain it. I loved him so much from the first time. Yeah, you probably have some kind of, if you believe in this thing, some kind of past life, something or other. Sense of familiarity. Yeah. Okay. I think I've shuffled enough. Let's see. Page of Air. New ideas, new focus. What about Blueberry and Abdullah? What about new ideas and focus? Six of Water. Oh my goodness, Blueberry. Look at you. This looks like what you're going through. Feeling some nostalgia, sweet memories, but there's a lot of there's some grief. That this card speaks to me of, she's at the water's edge. And the water represents emotions. And she looks like she just wants to just fall right into the water. But the water is shallow. It's about it. It's about knowing that the emotions are coming up for you, and it's important to recognize them, to acknowledge them. And if you need to fall in the water, if you need to soak in the water for a time, that's just fine. That's a normal part of the process. But eventually, you can get up out of the water. There's sun back here. There's light. You can walk back into the light. But you need to take this time right now. You're spending this time kind of reflecting, missing, yearning, longing, wishing. I can't tell what's going on with this image. There's something. Her reflection in the water, I don't understand it. They wrote 6 of Water over the image. But it looks like, I don't know if my camera will be able to show this, but there's this person, supposedly a reflection, though it's not her reflection, clasping its hands. Clasping its hands at its heart and looking to the side. The clasping the hands at the heart makes me think of protection, protecting the heart. And the she up here is protecting her stomach. So it's both wanting to protect both areas. It's the emotional part and the power, the personal power. Holding on to it. It's like trying to keep it from spilling out. Feel sadness and nostalgic. All right, let's see. 10 of Fire. I love this card because she's juggling these papers and they're all on fire, but she seems totally unconcerned. It's like either she's not worried about getting burned, or she knows she's not going to get burned. And it's a part of, maybe it's a part of her skill. I don't remember exactly what this card. 10 is about completion. It's about the ending of a cycle. The completion of a cycle. Ten of Fire. Burning away, releasing the excess. Endings clear way for beginnings. Okay. I will clarify, but so far we have the new ideas, the new focus, and you are feeling nostalgic. You are feeling sadness, but it's an ending that is allowing you to make room for something new. Burning away your old self. Ooh, that's, Yeah, because again, like in the last reading I did for Daisy, it's very much about self-empowerment. I mean, look at you. This is you, like, kind of, you understand that you need to be open to whatever the universe is bringing you. The wings are spread wide, like you have the ability to take off, and you're also calling in what you need. Wait, what was this again? Oh my gosh. I'm so sorry. My brain. Ten of Fire, burning away, releasing the excess, endings make way for clear beginnings. I don't know how to stop hurting over the situation, like how to stop missing him. Here's the thing. I totally get it. I have a friend who is going through pretty much exactly what you were describing. Except for her, it was a 10-year relationship that just suddenly ended out of the blue. And it's that same idea of, I just want to make it stop. It hurts so bad. It physically, literally hurts. How do I make that stop? Because we don't like the pain. I'm sorry, I have hair, kitty hair. We don't like the pain. It is so uncomfortable. It is so painful. And yet, there is a gift in that pain. There is a lesson in that pain. You don't have to worry about the how to stop. Just know that it will. You are going to come through this. You are going to get to a point where you find clarity, where you are able to somehow detach. And it's different for everybody. The process, the time it takes, it's different for everyone. There's no way to know how long it's going to take, but to know that it will happen. 100%. I guarantee it. New beginnings are coming. This is you getting to that place of being through it. This might be you right now. But at some point in the future, probably not too far in the future, this is where you move into. Feeling unconcerned about getting burned. Knowing that you're not going to get burned. Because you've learned the lesson. She's very adept at juggling the paper on fire. It's not a problem anymore. It doesn't hurt anymore. All right, let me clarify. Let's see. Clarifying for Blueberry. Self-mastery. I'm really feeling self-mastery here. Burning away the old self. Phoenix rising from the ashes. Transformation. I just said it, Phoenix. I love it when the cards do that. Oh my gosh. Blueberry. I mean, look at everything here that is being held. You've got the sword, cutting away all that doesn't serve. You've got the chain, breaking the chain. I don't remember all the symbols. There's a snake. Snakes are actually really good. It makes me think of like shedding the old skin. There's a yin yang symbol there, yin yang. Finding the balance within yourself. What else? The lotus flower, being very tapped in to your higher power through your crown chakra opening. And the fires, look at this too. The fires all around. It's like the cleansing fires burning everything away that doesn't serve anymore. And yeah, again, the Phoenix rising. Whoa. Woo. That's pretty awesome. And we have receptivity again. Yes. Being naked, being vulnerable, and kind of energetically opening yourself to to whatever is coming in. And this is both, like, when I look at all of these lines, this is everything that you're attached to energetically. It's being attached to the universe, to your higher power. It's being attached to other people around you. It's being attached to the earth. Coming full circle, it's all coming within you, coming back to you. This is a part of your transformation. I think one of the things that's coming to me is the situation is over. I mean, this card is kind of saying it is. It's not necessarily. I think the better way to think of it is that it's over for now. However it has been, there's something in it that needs to change. So there's one of two things that is most likely to happen. Either you are going to go through this transformation, you are going to come to this place of you have to get through. You're basically walking through the fires of hell right now, and only you can do that. It's your own personal journey, and you're going to get to the other side, and you're learning how to be open and receptive. And in this process, either it will create an opening for Abdullah to come back into your life from a new place, in a new way. You know, for some reason it's not working now. There's some kind of disconnect, some kind of not being in alignment. And you going through this process, it's going to put you in a different mind space, a different heart space, so that if you were to come back together, it would be from this new place that you haven't been before. That, or you come to a place where you realize, oh, maybe he's not the right one for me. Maybe there is something better, something that is going to resonate more, that is going to align with me more. You could detach. I'm I'm gonna say I've been working for a while on trying not to use certain words in my vocabulary. The word should is one of them. I call it shoulding on yourself. You could detach. Um, Try not to place any kind of expectations on yourself as far as what you think you're supposed to do, because you're in this place of you are working on yourself, and that's beautiful just in itself alone. um, know that wherever you are in your process, that's exactly where you need to be. Whatever feelings are coming up, allow them, accept them, thank them. There's this part of you that's trying to protect you. There's so much learning that's coming through this process. And the more you can just allow the waves to wash over you, um, the easier it is to move through. It's I had an old boyfriend teach me to surf once, and when you're swimming out, sometimes when the waves are big, what you're supposed to do is when you're on your board, as the wave is coming up, you push your board down and you let the wave go over you. You kind of dive under the wave, because what happens is if you're swimming and you keep your board up and the wave comes and the wave and the board is up, then it smacks you in the face. That actually happened to me. Got all bloody and everything. That was fun. I still have a scar from it. And so it's about learning, yeah, a lot of lessons. It's about learning to, as that wave is coming, to just push your board down, push yourself down, let the wave wash over you. Don't resist the wave. Don't try and fight the wave. Going under the wave. And there will be waves. They'll keep coming, but you will get through it. All right, I'm going to do one more card for clarification on this. Okay. Intensity. Woo! Look at that. My goodness. There's a lot of power. You are building up so much power. This is having command over yourself. This is using all of this energy. Look at how much momentum is here. Moving into the light, coming from the darkness, being transformed. It's like this figure is, there's a real fluidness here to the body. It's like, semi-solid. You can kind of see the outline, but it's almost being one with the energies around, using that to help propel you forward into this beautiful new beginning, moving into the light. I know, I love these cards. Osho Zen Tarot. This has been one of my favorite decks for a long time. Blueberry. You are on the right path. You're going to get through this. It might hurt now. That's a part of the process. None of us can get through life without hurting, but you're learning to open up and be receptive. You are transforming through this process. You are the phoenix. You're going to get through this and be better for it. So it's like lava. Yeah, it is like lava, isn't it? Isn't it? Look at all that fire. It's great. All right. All right. That's beautiful. Oh my God. What amazing. I have had the best readings tonight. Oh my God. I love you guys. Thank you. Thank you for showing up. Thank you for letting me be a part of your process. This is just incredibly awesome. I'm so glad you loved it. Thank you. I appreciate you being here. And I wish you well on this very transformational journey. Thank you for joining me. I hope you have a wonderful night, wherever you are in the world. All right, who is next? I actually got caught up, and then I noticed I had a couple new people show up. So let's see, I'm going back in my chat. All right, that's really far back. Okay. Just realized I think I referenced the wrong person earlier. Oops. Yeah, that's the thing. That's the thing about doing a bunch of readings is like I forget which I forget what I said just like 5 minutes ago. It's like it really does feel like I'm just kind of channeling the message and I'm like, "What? Who? I don't know." All right. Julia, tell us. New subscriber. Thank you so much for subscribing. You can definitely ask a question, Julia. Are you still here? Okay, so you said you applied for a reality show process yesterday. That sounds interesting. Now I have some interviews before January 2022 when the reality goes on air. So a little bit of time. I would like to know if I will be successful in the process to be in this show. Wow, that's cool. A reality show. If you get it, you're going to have to let me know. I want to tune in. I used to watch reality shows all the time. I always wondered what that would be like. There's a part of me that thinks it would be really cool, and another part that's like, oh my God, having all of myself out there for the world to see and judge. Yay, fun. But then isn't that what I'm doing right now? So anyway, I think that's really cool. Let's find out. Let's find out, Julia. Let's find out about your reality show. Cool. Yeah, definitely let me know. Anybody I do readings for, please let me know. And maybe give me like a little reminder of your situation, just so I can remember. Because again, like everything starts to swim together. I'll have to go back and rewatch this. Take some notes. Okay. Queen of Fire. This bodes well. This is a good beginning. I love her. I love her in this deck because she's holding the candle and it's like her heart is lit. She's the artist. She's like the leader of the artists. Let me pull the other cards and then I know there's some things that I'm forgetting about this one. King of Fire. Okay. Wow, Julia. King of Fire, Queen of Fire. This guy, he leads from his heart. She leads from her heart. They are both very wise. Look at this guy. He's got the sun. He's got this knowing look. He's like, yeah, I got this. Whew. And another queen. Girlfriend. Yeah, that's... Wow. This is powerful. And she's all about she's really good about good communication. It's about setting how do you say it? Like setting good boundaries for yourself. I suppose being on a reality show, you would need to learn how to do that. From some of the ones that I've seen. Usually it's the ones that don't set good boundaries that draw draw in the viewers. Uh, don't be that one. And you won't be. She's got the owl on her shoulder. Wisdom. I wanna look at my book and look at the Queen of Fire because I know there's something more to this. And I might as well look at the King as well. Oh, creative collaborations. That's right. Passion inspired by spirit. So, it's looking like it's very possible this could work out for you. Creative collaboration. God, you are showing up in such a powerful, magnanimous way. I do not use that word. Look at this. I'm kind of freaking out here. This looks good. This is looking really good. Yeah. Okay, I want to read this part. It says, trust in your vision and act accordingly, remaining true to what you most value and desire, which can manifest in many forms. Trust and have faith. And, that's so funny that I just read that. I was supposed to read that to you, but that wasn't actually from this card. This is about co-creating with others. So trusting that universe has your back, that you are going to co-create with others. I mean, that's the essence of a reality show is you come together with others to create something. Maybe you're going to be, one of the leaders in the group. Leading from the heart, though. Leading from a place of clear communication and wisdom. Strong, firm boundaries. I mean, she's the wordsmith. Knowing what you need to say knowing what to say when and when to say it. Yeah. Okay. I'm going to clarify. Let us see. Integration. I'm just looking at all these images on this picture. We have the yin yang here. The balance. The swan is like graceful, ease and grace perspective. The broader view, being able to see the bigger picture. It's like the diamond. This is like your connection to your higher power. And the rainbow, the full spectrum, there's and the snake here swallowing its tail. I forget what that symbolizes. Yeah, this is amazing. And you have the sun and the moon. So again, there's this balance. There's this huge balance between the masculine and feminine. It's really making me think of but then you have the double queens. So really tapping into your intuition, being receptive and open, but knowing that you can lead from that place and finding the balance between the two. Woo! Yes. Fighting. It could be about feeling like you need to fight to get what you want. I mean, if you do get this, if it does work out, there's usually some amount of fighting on a reality show. That's just what happens when you get personalities together. And usually they pick certain personalities to get maximum effect. So, be on the lookout. I don't know. It's feeling it. It's feeling like you have a very good chance. I feel like, the tarot, it's tapping into the energies of what's possible. Um, it's not necessarily, like 100% predictive, but I feel like, there are leanings. And to me, this is speaking of a very strong leaning that, that this is going to work out for you. Try not to get caught up in the drama, in the fighting. Try to be okay. So you have these figures here, right? They're kind of like they're at odds. They're in this struggle. She doesn't look like she's too worried about a struggle. She's got her boundaries. She knows when to stop. But if someone comes at her, she's like the martial artist who just turns. She lets the other person, she uses their energy to move them past her. She uses their energy against them. She doesn't push back. She just flows with it. So much wisdom here. And I think you already know this. But just to keep in mind that this could be what you encounter. This could also be what you encounter within yourself. If you're coming up against doubts and you're like wanting to fight them down, just stand your ground and be like, I got this. And no matter what happens, you've got this. Remember that when something doesn't work out, it's that idea of rejection is protection. Another way to say it is rejection is cosmic redirection. So if for whatever reason you did not get this, it means that you are meant for so much more, right? So much more. You're just really drawn to the balance. There's so much passion. There's so much wisdom. There's so much, I want to say self-control. All of these figures are very in control of themselves. They know how to move forward in a correct way. All right, final one. Okay, we've got schizophrenia here. Feeling like I'm feeling like this is kind of like, all of these first cards that I chose are your true authentic self. you know who you are at the core. But then your ego pops up and feels like it needs to grab the reins. Our egos do that so often. And it's from a place of wanting to protect us, feeling like you need to somehow hold things together. This image, um, yeah, because when I look at this picture, it almost makes me think of that this person, there's two different things. This person thinks that by holding on to the two sides, that it's going to somehow draw them together. But then there's also, I don't know how to articulate it. Like I see the two birds up here who are flying free, right? And then here's this person who is kind of stuck between one side and another. But it's like a self, what's the word? Um, it's kind of keeping yourself stuck in a way. When what needs to happen is to realize that you don't need to hang on to both sides. You can choose one or the other. Hmm. And this is about the mind. Here's two, finding balance. Once again, yeah, so much balance. And both of these cards, by the way, are both about the mind. This is getting stuck in the mind. When knowing that it's about accepting what's going on in the mind, accepting that there's a part of you that's trying to take over out of fear. And fear, there's one acronym for it is false evidence appearing real. And knowing that well, that the part of yourself that is feeling the fear is trying to keep you safe. Like I keep getting this feeling from this image of like trying to hold it together. Thinking that you need to do something that you don't actually have to do. And so it probably goes back to, some kind of something from the past, feeling like you have to fight against something to get your way. You've got your armor on, you've got your shield, and it's a way of thinking that doesn't serve anymore. It might have protected you at one time, but not anymore. And it's understanding that it's about finding balance. And so what you do is you acknowledge that part of yourself. You say, thank you. I see that you're trying to protect me. I see that the fear is here because you think that it's going to help me. But in fact, I know better. And you say, thank you, but I'm in charge. And I know better. I know how to find my balance. I know that it's going to be okay because I have the wisdom that I need to move forward, balanced, successfully, passionately. So, okay. Yeah, this is big. I can see why you would be a good candidate for the show. You definitely have what it takes. You have really, really big, beautiful energy. And it's no matter what happens, it's going to take you far. It's going to take you really far. Mm-hmm. So yeah, definitely let me know. And thank you. Thank you for joining me, Julia. Let's see. There was someone back here. Julia. I saw someone. Jenna M. Hi, Jenna. Oh, and Jenna looks like she knows Blueberry. That's cool. And then after Jenna, if Stephanie Green, if you're still here, Jenna M. Will my ex-boyfriend Caleb and I eventually get back together? I'm a Virgo and he's a Libra. Hey, fellow Virgo. All right. Earth and air. I used to date an air sign. That actually wasn't too bad. He was a really good guy. He was a Libra as well. Let's see. Caleb and Jenna M. Caleb and Jenna M. Oh, you are so welcome, Julia. Thank you for joining me. Thank you. Thank you for the compliment. I imagine you are quite lovely as well, based on those cards. All right, Jenna M. Jenna M and Caleb. Okay. Ex-boyfriend, Caleb. You are thinking about your ex. There's been a lot of that going on. Yeah, we had Trencitas. Is that her name? Yeah, Trencitas. And we had Daisy. And we had other people. Yeah, I'm definitely going to go back and watch this. I'm going to start taking notes. All right. Jenna M and Caleb. Page of Earth. Pages can be about new beginnings. Can be about, this one I think is about tangible evidence of something coming to being, coming into being. Let's look at my little book here. Yeah, first signs of tangible success, commitment to prosperity, undeniable evidence that hard work will pay off, dreams grounded in reality, and start of a new project. Let me pick some more cards and see. It's you always think it's going to be something, and the clarifiers happen, and it goes in another direction. You kind of don't know. You don't know until you know. Hey, Jess J. Thank you for joining. Jenna M, are you still here? Curious if you are still here. Oh, there's Kitty. Jenna M and Caleb. Jess J, you may ask a question, but hang on a sec. Or you can ask it and I will get to you. Jenna M. Okay. So we have the 5 of water here. And this is being in at least this deck is about being in this place of the ebb and flow of emotions. It's feeling the feelings, and they have been pretty intense. It's hard. It's hard going through a breakup. She's got her hand on her head, just like, oh my God. But this is also speaking to that energy gradually moving away, moving out. The feelings are not coming quite so fast, quite so heavy as they once were. There's an easing. They're still coming. There's still this ebb and this flow, but wow, I've been going for a while, haven't I? My goodness. Okay. And King of Fire. This was just like the Julia's reading, the last reading. This is leading from the heart. So being a compassionate leader, being wise, tangible success, a new beginning. And she does have the seahorse here, which represents like power and strength, also good fortune. So whatever this breakup has brought up in you, whatever it's caused you to feel, all the stuff that you've been in and feeling is leading you to this place of wisdom. You're getting big lessons out of this. Oh, and I'm really sorry. I've been putting my cards down on the computer, and that might have been making a sound on the microphone. I am so sorry. Lots to learn. Oh, that's okay. Jenna, you're back. I am on your question. Your Wi-Fi was not having it. Yeah, mine does not have it sometimes too. It has been helping you to grow. That's really good. Because I mean, look, this is what it's helping you grow into. And your question specifically was, are you going to get back together? And this card is about tangible success, tangible evidence of success, something like that. So let's see. Let's get the old Osho Zen. This has been really great for clarifying. Courage. Feel like we will, but it's like with tarot, I like to look for reassurance. I hear you. I'm addicted to readings. I have been for a couple years now. Oh, and I'm so happy to do this for you. Yeah. This card is really, the image on it, you know, it's courage. It's having courage to grow in places where it seems like you couldn't. There's, you know, this flower is blooming and there's the light around it. Knowing that there's nothing that you can encounter that is too difficult for you to move through, to grow through. That no matter what you encounter, it's just going to add to your wisdom. It's just going to open your heart and make it more and more beautiful, more and more shiny. Oh, I'm so glad you found my channel too. Thank you. Oh man, this is so great. I love this. I can't believe I've almost been doing this for 2 hours. It doesn't feel like it. My readings are kind of long. I can't help it. But I imagine it's not the worst thing ever. Okay. Intensity. Yeah, Julia just got this. Wow. Juliet, I know I love how in depth. Thank you. Thank you for appreciating being that I'm in depth. I really, I feel like there's so many messages that need to come through, and sometimes I need to spend the time to be able to articulate it. Okay, Jenna. My goodness, look at you. You are it's there's so much energy and power here, and it's moving you into this. This is you see how you're moving into the light, and you become the light, you embody the light. You take all of this energy where you've come from, and it adds to your heart. Those colors are very similar. All that experience is filling you, is moving you. Again, just adding to your wisdom. Um, yeah. Same card. Been focusing on myself. Yes. Getting your master's degree in psychology and working on yourself. Awesome. Thank you. Yeah, this is Kitty. I have another one. She's down on the floor sleeping. Kitty and Charlie. She used to be called, it used to be Charlie and the other one when I first met her. And my son was like, I'm going to call her Kitty. So, um, Jess J. Yes, I believe you are next. This has come up too. This is the third time this card has come up. And I'm picking randomly. So there's a big theme here of opening, being receptive, being naked and vulnerable to the energies. And it can be how do I say it? It can feel scary to be vulnerable, and yet being vulnerable is where our true power lies. Being receptive is what allows you to be open to what's rightfully yours. It allows you to keep your valve open to the universe, to your higher power, and that's where all the good comes. That's where the wisdom comes. That's how you tap in to your most authentic self. Wow. Wow. Oops. God. This is great. Caleb has a cat like that. His cat's name is Cuddles. So I kind of forgot there for a minute what you had even asked in the first place. You were asking about Caleb. And these cards are basically saying like it's kind of been like the cards have been saying for some of the other viewers, he was the catalyst to get you on this journey, but he's going to be an afterthought because he's helping you to move forward in this really powerful way. You said you're working on yourself, which says to me that you know how to allow, you know how do I say this? It's like things happen and you're trying to understand it, and you're trying to understand how it affects you and how you affect it, and how there's always a dance and there's always something to be learned, and that's empowering you, and that you're getting your master's degree in psychology, so you're learning about how the mind works, and I imagine there's an element there of how two minds coming together work, understanding the bigger picture, but ultimately being receptive and knowing that this is leading you to this. It may or may not work out with Caleb. It kind of doesn't matter. Um, it might feel like it now, and I don't mean to say that what you're feeling doesn't matter, and especially when we're in a place of grief and longing, yearning. It can just feel so all consuming and like it's never going to stop, and yet it will, because you can use that. There's a gift in here. There's a huge gift in here that is helping to move you into the light and into your power, your wisdom. And he's a leader. He's a leader who leads from his heart. Getting your master's in psychology, what you are learning in this situation is allowing you to then turn and help others in a similar situation. To say, I've been there and I have a whole bunch of information, a whole bunch of tools and resources that I can use to help you. So this is powerful. This is big. It's beautiful. I'm glad you like this. Kip, keep hearing you need to not be so guarded. It can be tough. I hear you. I definitely struggle with that myself. But it's the wisdom and the beauty come in. You know, we have the lotus here and all the connection when you open up. And you're going to do it. Oh, and I just have to point this out too. These lines here on the card kind of make me think of the lines here as you're moving. It's like you open up and those lines of connection are a part of you and are part of what propels you in moving forward. That connection with others, with the universe itself. We pursue the same career, ironically, but with me, I decided not to let our breakup stop me from doing well in school. He failed school after we broke up. We dealt differently. Interesting. Yeah. Yeah. You're not letting it stop you. And who knows, maybe once you get to this place, you will be an inspiration for him. And you can help him get to this place. You certainly will have the understanding and the wisdom. Timing thing. Main focus is working on your healing outside of the relationship. A school psychologist. Oh, and you're going to graduate pretty soon. Okay. 2023. Yeah. Oh, that's great. NYC. Nice. Okay, I'm just going to read this out loud. Going to NYC this month, and I have my in-person graduation ceremony. Then next month, going to Nashville. That is something to look forward to. Definitely. So young right now. Oh, 22. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Yeah, you have your whole life ahead of you. So many adventures, so much growth. So exciting. And wow, getting your master's at 22. Good for you. It's awesome. I think I was still in community college when I was 22. Although I took a break to travel, so that was my excuse. But anyway, I wish you well on this journey to getting your master's, and fulfilling your dream of becoming a school psychologist. And look at that. Learning what you're learning now through your relationship, through school, through the things that you have coming up in your life. It's all going to be again like a part of what's in your tool bag to help those kids who really need guidance. So awesome. Yay, Jenna. And you love traveling. Studied abroad in the Netherlands. Nice. Oh, that's so great. I recommend traveling to anybody. It's such a great way to just see that there is a bigger world out there. And there are all different kinds of people doing things in all kinds of different ways. There's no one right way for anything. Allows you to open up and be open. So that's cool. Yay! I'm so glad I helped you remember the positive things. That is definitely that is my joy. That is what I'm here for. I feel like there's always something positive in every situation, no matter how bad it looks. We don't always see it. We don't always know in the moment, but at some point down the line, there is always a gift. Okay, thanks, Jenna. All right, Jess J, we are on to you. You asked, how does, is it Marek feel? Did I pronounce that correctly? Marek. It looks like Marhick, but it's probably not. I'm going to say Marek until you tell me otherwise. Jess J and Marek. Jess J and Marek. What do we need to know? Okay. Page of water. How does Mark feel about you? I mean, so far so good. There's this sense of playfulness, of curiosity, of a childlike innocence and something. I'm getting these slowly but surely. This is also about a beginning. I'll look at the book in a minute. I'm going to pick the other cards first and see. I said it right. Yay, Marek. Two of water. Harmonious partnership. Okay. Looking kind of good. Looking like Marek is a little bit sweet on you. Definitely having some emotions. Some leanings in your direction. My goodness, there's a lot of emotions here. This is about you aren't in communication, but he's thinking about you. I mean, this could be you. Maybe, maybe you're thinking about one another. But based on your question, this is about fantasy and dreaming, visualizing. Okay, let me get the old book out. Lots of water. Lots of emotions. Okay, so first of all, we have open-heartedness. And like I said, like a childlike innocence, curiosity, beginning of intimacy and relationships. I keep forgetting that part. Uh-huh. And he's a Cancer. Yeah, there's that water. Playfulness, cheerful optimism. Beginning of intimacy in relationships. You're not in communication, but you might be. That might be coming up. I just started following this guy. I want to say it's like Steve's Love Tarot or something. And he's been talking about how Cancer, the sign of Cancer is, I don't know if I'm going to say this right, but it's like driving, um, Cancer and Leo are driving all of the energies. And so he made some comment about how when you tune into other readers, a lot of them are saying the same thing across the board for all of the signs. And he said it has to do with Cancer specifically. And he did say Leo as well, but there's it's like the linchpin. Yeah, it's hard to say. Again, you can't predict exactly what's going to happen, but because there is free will, when you're talking about people, but based on these cards, like he likes you. You guys have a good rapport. You guys, you're very similar. You enjoy each other's company. Maybe you're able to be playful with one another. But yeah, this is imagination, fantasy, also artistic endeavors, co-creative abilities unleashed. Okay, so I'm going to read this little blurb. Now is the time to tune into the infinite possibilities that exist and begin to play with them. Everything begins in the world of imagination, and you seize the opportunity to dream. So this, I think this is going, but this could be going both ways. You are playful with one another. That's great. I love relationships like that because you're starting from a good place. You're starting from it's a place of friendship. It's a place of being silly, being comfortable with one another. And you're starting at this higher level because when you're in that place of playfulness, it raises your vibration. It raises your frequency. It opens you up to more of the good things. And yeah, gosh, my goodness, you too. You're like two peas in a pod. So yeah, this could be like you also fantasizing, using your manifesting abilities to bring him in. But really, I mean, looking at these cards all together, and again with your question, I I think, I don't know, he's thinking about you. He likes you, definitely. He has some emotions, some pretty strong emotions for you. Whether he chooses to act on them, that's another story. But there's a big theme about people from the past coming back. I've been hearing that from all different kinds of readers. I've been hearing it for months and months now. So you never know. And you're an artist. That's cool. That's cool. Yeah, it seems like you two really are mirroring one another. The source. This is like connecting. I was saying using your manifesting abilities to create what you want. And the way you do that is you spend time dreaming, fantasizing, visualizing what you want. You really think about the details. And it's not that you're necessarily going to get exactly what you dream or fantasize about, but by getting into the details of it, really delving into the five senses, what does it look like? What does it sound like? What does it feel like? What does it smell and taste like? It ignites your feeling. It puts you in that place of what it would feel like to have it. And then that feeling is what goes out to source, to the universe. It's tapping you in to that deepest, most authentic part of yourself. And then that's what draws that feeling back into you. And often it can look even better than what you originally imagined. Again, it's about the feeling, but source, this is your source. Like the thing that's coming to me right now is this is kind of like your, it's very red, but it's like, it makes me think of your third chakra, like your solar plexus area, your place of personal power. It's got the colors of all the first three chakras. And so it's like, it is your personal power. It's your creativity. It's your, what's the first chakra about? Like stability and knowing that you have a solid foundation. And all of this knowing, how do I say, it's like it's tapping into this deepest part of yourself, which is your connection to source. You are source. You are the creation. You are the creator because you're the creation. You are source because you come from source. Okay. Takes me a minute to get out sometimes. Yay. Okay. Healing. My eye is drawn to the heart. And we have the water, what looks like water flowing all around, just like in these first cards, healing the emotions. Maybe you're both in the process of healing. Maybe you're both also in the process of learning to connect to your higher power through going within. And one of the hands here is on the solar plexus, which is what I was just talking about with this card. And then this hand is up here, around the third eye and the crown chakra. And the thumb is on the throat chakra as well. So it's kind of everything is being healed. Everything is being I can't think of the right word. Helped. That's not a good word. You're both are going through this transformation in a similar way. You're tapping in to your higher power through this. As you're tapping in, you're opening up, and that's allowing you to tap in to your higher power, to the universe, which in turn is opening your heart, allowing you to come together in the similar way. Because to come together, I mean, you are coming together in this so equally. I'm suddenly at a loss for words here. This is really sweet, and the healing piece is it feels very transformative. Okay, one more. And hey, try hard HG. Completion. Hmm. You're healing. You're putting the pieces together in yourselves. By completing, this is going into the third eye. You're tapping in to source through your deepest part of yourself, through your own source. And you're both doing that, and then it's like you can come together from this place of balance. You're both equal. It's like I say, when we'll use the water analogy, when you have a cup and it's empty and you go into a relationship and you say, please fill my cup, no one can fill your cup except for you. And no matter how much someone tries, they can't ever really fill it. It eventually leads to people feeling not great. Can even lead to disaster. And the point is to learn to fill your own cup, which then you can come together. By filling your own cup, then you can attract someone who also knows how to fill their own cup. And then you can like clink cups like toast, you know? And so this is kind of speaking to that idea that you are completing the puzzle of yourself, and you're both doing this. Again, there's this mirroring quality, and then you can come together on equal ground. So, wow, yeah, and then landing on a major arcana as well. This is it speaks to me of like a bigger, more longer lasting energy. So, okay. Yes, this is good. I don't know. Jess J, I think this is boding very well for you too. I say just keep visualizing and see what happens. Yeah, it is definitely amazing. Feels really good. I wish you well. Please tell me about it when he comes back, when he gets a hold of you and tells you how he hasn't been able to stop thinking about you. Let me know. All right. So, love and light to you. Thank you. I really appreciate you being here so much. This has been great. There was somebody that I thought I saw, but maybe have I gotten everyone? It's been a little while. So, who I have noticed lately is Juliet C and Try Hard HG. Are either of you still here? I'm probably going to have to call this good in a little while. I've been going for a couple hours now. I feel like I could do this all night, but yeah, sleep. There's that sleep thing. Can be good. Help me to be able to come and do this again tomorrow. Yeah, so Juliet C or Try Hard HG, are either of you still here? Or maybe you guys were just here to say hello. And that's awesome too. Thanks for stopping by. Honestly. Yeah, this is my first time doing this. So everyone who's shown up, thank you. Try Hard to HD. Okay. You would like a reading. Do you have anything specific? Or should I just do a general? You can just go for a general if that works for you. Hey, Denise Deschelle, your name is in my name because my name is Rochelle. I can freestyle it. Sweet. Santina. Nice. I knew a girl named Santina. She was cool. General. And Aries. All right. One more shuffle. Okay, here we go. Nine of Earth. This is I always forget how to say it, but it's like it's being independent, being able to take care of yourself. You totally you can do everything. You can grow the thing. You can you know how to cultivate something and feed yourself. Working on yourself. Aren't we all? Anyone on my channel, probably. Seven of Fire. Oh, gosh, this is about like doing your personal best, going the distance, perseverance. You know, this unicorn, the unicorn represents magic, something really special. And it's got the comfy little seat on its back. It's an invitation to get on its back. To know that even though you're fully capable to take care of yourself in any situation, you always have assistance from your higher power. And you are being invited to get on and go for a ride. It's going to be quite a ride. It's, you know, this card is saying like go in the distance, perseverance. You know, you still need to take the steps you need to take, and be consistent. Two readers told you you're magic. Uh-huh. Yeah, this is about tapping into that. And as long as you do the work, you know, I get the impression there are people who think that they can just kind of sit back and tell the universe, yeah, all right, bring it, I'm ready. And it doesn't really work like that. Like you have to help the universe help you by taking the steps you need to take. But they don't have to be big steps. In fact, baby steps are best because then it's easier to be more consistent. And you need to take baby steps because this is going the distance. So you need to. You don't want to start out with a sprint. You want to like be slow and steady, right? Slow and steady wins the race. And the sun, my goodness, Santina, this is beautiful. Look at you. This is you, you know, your perseverance paying off in a major way. The sun is the happiest card in the deck, some would say. This is beautiful. This is like full on. It's a major arcana. Major arcanas are very they're bigger energies. They're not just here and gone next week, you know? It's like this is something that you are embodying, that you are stepping into. See how she's super confident. You've taken this little sprout and it's grown into these beautiful flowers. See, we have the sunflowers all around. And the sun, the sun shining its warmth. It's about abundance, like true abundance, true happiness. Yeah, OMG is right. This is cool. Let me just go to my book real quick. Yeah, abundance. At this time, everything is possible and everything you need to know is illuminated. This is what you're stepping into. And it's simply because you are trusting yourself that you know what you need to do to move forward. You have everything you need within you. You are magic. Absolutely. 100%. Okay. Going to clarify with Osho Zen. And hello, Princess Ko. You've got an awesome last name that I know I'm going to totally get wrong. Princess K. I'll call you that. All right. Let's clarify this. The creator. Yeah. Yeah, this card has already come up. It's tapping in to your personal power. And this, I don't know what it is, thing behind him is pointing up towards your higher power, towards your higher self. You're tapped in. Being the creator allows you to tap in to the abundance. And again, this is very much about being very, very sovereign. Very okay. I need to look at the book because there's a word that keeps eluding me. Self-reliance. Disciplined self-reliance. Yeah. And that's exactly what the creator can do. That's how he got to where he is, because of disciplined self-reliance. He knows he's got it all. You've got it all within you through taking those baby steps. Just being consistent. It doesn't require a lot. Oh my goodness. Oh, I have some powerful people with me tonight. Oh my God, I love you guys. Santina, huge transformation. This is the phoenix rising from the ashes. This is you finding the balance, tapping into all these different parts of yourself, allowing yourself to be taken on this journey. I'm drawn to this face right here. The hand is touching it's kind of touching the mouth. Knowing, it's like having the wisdom to know what to say and when to say it, and knowing when to be silent. That's the creator knows this. You're transforming. You are transforming into something Incredible. Yes. This is so great. And sharing again. Wow. There are some huge themes running through our little collective here tonight. Sharing of yourself. Having a full plate, having the light and sharing that with others. Sharing your light. And then we have the flowers here in back. Sunflowers? I don't know if they're sunflowers. Some very sunny looking flowers. There's so much brightness. There's so much abundance. And even the transformation card, though it doesn't have the colors, it is the phoenix rising from the ashes. I mean, guys, look at this. This is beautiful. And sharing is it's that thing of what you give, you get what you give. You want to share, and then the universe shares back through people and experiences and situations. You're able to share of yourself, your abundance, your magic, your light. You have this light that is shining so brightly. And sharing with others. I mean, there are people who need your light, who are looking for your light, that might be still feeling around in the dark, and you're coming to shine the light so that they can find their way. I'm missing some. Yeah, you have been changing. You are in the process. You are. And again, there's not a lot to do except to take the baby steps, consistent baby steps, and trust that the universe has your back. And through that, you will transform. It's inevitable. It's inevitable. Oh, okay. Awesome. That's so great, Santina. I wish you very well on this journey. This is so beautiful. So empowering. Okay. Where am I at? I'm almost at 2.5 hours. Okay. Princess K has a question. Krista Gale, you just showed up too. And there was Denise Deschelle. I want to keep doing the readings. Princess K. Okay. Princess K threw out the question. I'm going to do this one. I might do one more. Stay tuned in. I'll let you know how I'm feeling. In this moment, I still feel pretty great, and it's not too terribly late. All right. So, Princess K, how does your crush feel about you? Based on the other readings I've done, I have a feeling I might know what's going to come out, but we'll wait and see. We'll wait and see what the cards actually say. Princess K and her crush. Okay, here we go. Ace of Earth. Aces are about new beginnings. And this is about something I want to say it's about something tangible in the material world. I'll look it up in a minute. Let me pick the other cards first. Oh, and you are so welcome, Santina. Many blessings to you as well. Thanks again for showing up. Messenger of water. This speaks to admiration, to pretty sure this could be romantic feelings. Your crush might like you back. I'm gonna look. I'm still learning the cards, so I'm gonna look in the book. And then the King of Earth, and this guy. He's very abundant. He's very generous. He's the philanthropist. And you've got a king and a queen. Not the same suit. You could be coming at things from a different perspective, but there's still there's still those qualities. Let me grab the book. And Denise is here too. All right. Thanks for asking your question. I'll get to you next. Okay, so first we go to Ace of Earth. Okay, so Ace of Earth, prosperity in its purest form, concrete results in the physical world, abundance made manifest. I kind of think your crush is into you. I think this might be pretty mutual. Concrete results. He might be coming towards you. He might certainly be thinking about it. Antlers. I heard one reader say they're kind of like antenna. So this could be him kind of tuning into his intuition, getting the message that maybe it's time to reach out, because we have messenger of water. The messenger brings in the message. Romantic attraction. Chivalry, admiration, like I said, seeing the best in others. He really likes what he sees in you. Heightened emotional awareness. A call, and this too is a call to fall in love with yourself. And it seems like in order for this to work out, you need to make yourself the priority. You are crushing on this person, but one thing to keep in mind, it's very easy when we are connecting with someone, especially when it's new and it's exciting, we can forget ourselves. There's a tendency to want to give up everything and just put everything on that person. And so it's really important to remember that it always comes back to you. That, yeah, he thinks about you. Uh-huh. Oh, definitely. But to remember that you want to try not to put him on a pedestal. He's doing that with you. I'm pretty sure. Maybe you're both doing it to each other. The thing with a pedestal is that you can fall off. You can fall off the pedestal, or the other person can, and that leads to disappointment. The most important thing to remember is to to love yourself first. And I've already said this, but because this is a water card, I'll use the cup as the example. When you go into a relationship, you want to make sure that your cup is full, that you know how to fill your own cup, that you don't need someone else to fill your cup. Because when you go into a relationship with an empty cup and you're saying, please fill my cup, um, they'll never be able to fill it in the way that you need. And so, love yourself first. And by loving yourself, that's going to attract someone who loves themselves equally. It's a mirror. And someone who knows how to fill their own cup. Because I'm telling you, if someone comes to you wanting you to fill their cup, it might feel good at first, but then at a certain point it becomes exhausting. You just can't, because it's a never-ending fill. And pretty soon you run out. You go through your reserves and then you're like, I'm tapped out. So, but I'm just going to come back to, yeah, he's thinking about you. Romantic attraction. And then we have the King of Earth, who also has the antlers. I feel like he's really tuning in. This guy is enterprising, ability to attract abundant wealth, magnanimous, conscious manifesting. I'm going to read this little part right here. It's about having trust and faith in the invisible and know it will manifest in the realm of form in the way you need it to. This could be both of you. How does he feel about you? He wants to manifest you. He wants to bring you into his reality. He wants to make you a form of his abundance. That's kind of what I'm getting. Yeah, because again, this is concrete results in the physical world. Manifesting. Manifesting who he really admires. He's got a crush on you. It's mutual. All right, let's clarify. Clarify. All right. Woo. This is so hard. I'm just going to keep going. I'm going to keep going until I can't anymore. I see there's Crystal Gale. Yes, I noticed you. You can be next. Oh, and then there's also Denise. Denise DeShell also asked a question. And Nisha. TYSMM. I'm not always great with the acronyms. Thank you so much. You're welcome. I don't know what the second. I don't know what the second is. Much. Okay. Transformation. This card keeps coming up. My goodness. Maybe he's going through a transformation. He's needing to figure out how to come towards you. That in itself is a process of transformation. This could also be you. As you transform, as you I don't know, but Let me pick some more. This, I don't know, because I keep coming back to the fact that you asked about him. So let me see. Schizophrenia. He's worried. He feels like he needs to try and hold something together. And you see, we see the birds up here flying free. They know that there's nothing to worry about. But this guy, he feels like he's gonna fall, or he feels like somehow he needs to hold this together. That's the feeling I get from this card. Or not knowing what side to be on. And maybe that's where this transformation is coming into play for him. Being up all caught up in the mind too. You know, maybe and you know, this is sitting on top of this card of admiration and romantic attraction. But maybe he doesn't realize how you feel about him. I don't know what your situation is, but maybe he doesn't realize you're crushing on him as hard as you are, and he's worried. He's like, I really like her. How do I come to her correctly? What if she says no? Should I, shouldn't I? You know, we have the two sides. Should I, shouldn't I? And meanwhile, the birds are up here and they're like, it's fine. It's bigger picture. Oh, and by the way, there are two of them flying together. If he were to just let go, pick a side, the side he really wants, which I think is moving towards you, then you two could fly together. He's exhausted. He's he's built up a little bit of a story around the situation. He's built this whole contraption and he's inside it trying to make this thing work, trying to make all the pieces fit together. You know, it looks very much like a robot. And I don't know, does the robot work? Does it not? We don't really know. There are parts everywhere. He's just like, oh my God, I'm so tired. Can't this be easier? He's so tired trying to hold it all together. And this is on top of the king. Hi, Alea. Alaya? I think he's transforming, but he's stuck in his head. I'm gonna do something here because we ended on this exhaustion piece. It's feeling a little bit not complete. I'm going to choose a card from the Oracle of E because I'm feeling like this was going really well and then it got kind of intense. And I think that we need to add a little bit of levity to the situation. I think this might be advice for you. But we'll see. We'll see what comes up. This is a fun, silly deck. Leaping in love. Leaping in love. You know, right away, it's like someone here wants to leap. I think you both do. It could be that he might need just the tiniest little nudge from you. He's all up in his mind about this. This says, oh my God, this is really funny. It says Romeo and Juliet, Bogey and Bacall, they've got nothing on you. And those two romances were so sad. They did not work out. So I don't know why that is mentioned here. Anyway, it's romance time. Whether it's a new partner or falling more deeply in love with your own rock star life. And there is that piece to it, remember, loving yourself. Become besotted with your dream. Act as if it has already happened. Yes. Everything, as they say, is coming up roses, only this time without the thorns. So it could be that maybe you need to say something or just give him a little like hello on social media just to let him know you're there thinking about him. That could be all he needs. If you're not comfortable with that, if you're like, nope, he needs to come when he's ready, then just spend time imagining, what it would be like. Imagine that he's already come to you. What does that feel like? What does that look like? What does that sound like? What does that smell like? Get all your five senses into it and allow it to build your feelings, because it's the feelings that then open your valve and connect you to your higher power, which connects you, that it opens your valve and it allows in what you put out. The universe wants to bring back whatever you tell it. So tell it what you want. Get your feelings involved. Really think about what it's going to be like. It's going to be pretty darn good. I'm just going to go back. This is like, this is at the core of everything. He likes you. So, if he knows, it sounds like he knows you exist. I don't know if you're in touch, but if you are, nothing wrong with saying hi. Whatever feels right. You know what's right for you. But yeah, this is looking really good. And maybe just you saying one little thing will get him out of his head. And he'll be like, oh, she's thinking about me? Oh, okay. Because, that's where we get caught. We get caught up in our head like, well, I don't even know if I should bother. Maybe they don't even care. Maybe they don't even think about me. And it's like, you get that little bit of, what's the word? Confirmation. And then it's like, oh, okay. Yeah. I guess I was up in my head. I guess I didn't need to worry so much. So anyway, that was really good. I hope it works out for you. I will wish you well on your romantic adventure. All right, who do we have next? Thank you so much. I appreciate all of y'all being here with me. Okay, so I said, oh, Krista Gale was asking me who's this for. That was for Princess K. And then I said, yes, Krista Gale can be next. And after that, then it will be Denise DeShell. Okay? And then we'll see how I feel. I want to get to everybody. I will do my best. Alaya, how am I? I'm doing really well. Thank you for asking. This is my first time doing something like this. And it's really fun. And I could see myself doing this all night. However, at some point I will need some sleep. But I'm enjoying myself immensely. And I really, really appreciate you guys showing up. Caitlin wants to know what her spirit guides want her to know. This is from Krista Gale. All right. Spirit guides. Tapping into Caitlin's spirit guides. What does Caitlin need to know? Going on an adventure. Traveling. This could be literal, but it could also be traveling within, going on an adventure within yourself. And a pretty fun, easy adventure. Like I always imagine that riding a panda would be a pretty mellow ride. Maybe even comfortable. You know, they're kind of slow and they're fuzzy, and I don't know. I've never encountered one in person, but they seem like they'd be pretty sweet and gentle. I've seen a few videos where they're like rolling around. So, you know, and it could be like maybe your spirit guide, one of them is a panda. Sweet and slow and cuddly. Ready to take you on an adventure. Here, let me pick my other cards and then I will look in the book because there might be something I'm forgetting about this particular card. Six of Water. This is about nostalgia, about thinking about the sweet times. But you know, in this card, in this deck, there's really a deep sadness here, holding the stomach. And I just noticed this. Someone else got this card tonight, that there's a reflection here. And it's somebody different. She's clasping her hands over her heart inside the water. And so here she's holding her stomach. So it's like that's the place of personal power, your solar plexus. And then in the water represents emotions, and she's clasping her hands over her heart. So, you know, this journey within, it's about you tapping in to places in yourself where you feel loss, where you feel pain, where you feel when you're holding it, you're closing it off, you're protecting it, and you're needing to go within and get in touch with that. You know, even here, she's got the fan and it's covering. So there's a lot of protection. And the idea is that when we're in protection mode, then we're closed off. Our valve to the universe, to all of what's rightfully ours, all of our abundance and prosperity and all the good things, we're closed off to it. And the idea is that you want to open. And behind her is the sunlight. Behind these clouds, there is the light. And at some point, she can get up and move into the light. And I feel like that's kind of what you're being called to do. But you have to make this journey within first. Yay! Caitlin's getting shivers. Ooh. Mm-hmm. This is stepping to the edge. You know that very soon it is time for you to test out your new wings. These wings are built to soar. And you have all your friends around you. And this could also be your spiritual entourage, your spirit guides, your higher power, you know, your angels, whatever resonates. You have this force, this power around you saying, yes, 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 you can do this. Knowing that when you step off, you're not going to plummet to the ground, that your wings do in fact work. And see, she has her eyes closed and she's kind of like building up the courage and she's, like, yes, I can do this. And everyone's like, yes, you can do this. There's so much like encouragement with this card. This is what you're coming to. This is what this journey within. And again, it could be a physical journey that can also help us to move to this place of tapping in. But I'm really getting that this is an inner journey that's leading you to jumping, to flying, to soaring off into the sunset. I'm gonna look in my book real quick and make sure that I didn't forget something. Ooh, no, sorry, wrong. Wrong one. Let's try that again. 8 of fire. 8 of fire. Gathering momentum also. Celebrating swift changes and transformation. Also travel. Going within, transforming as you go within. Getting in touch with, like I said, with these things where you feel like you've lost something. You're feeling some grief, feeling closed off, but knowing that it's time to open up. Look how open she is. She has to be to fly. This is your transformation. Oh, and isn't that interesting? This is shifting negative self-talk to self-compassion as well. So whatever you've been through in these situations, maybe it's one thing in particular, but whatever it is, it's very easy when you've gone through something to get down on yourself, to think about how you could have done things differently, why you didn't do things differently. And it's shifting that and understanding that you always did the best you could in any given moment. We never go, I would say most of the time, we do not go into situations thinking, I'm going to do the very worst that I can possibly do in this situation. I don't know that I've ever said that. I'm going to try really hard to do badly. Yeah, it doesn't usually happen. So, and this is a call to faith. Have faith that you can fly. Okay. Let's do some clarifiers on this. Clarifying the reading. Oh my God, I'm almost at 3 hours. Holy crap, you guys. As I get to know the cards better, I feel like I'll get faster too. Existence. this card makes me think of, it's going within, going through this transformation, gathering the momentum, is taking you to this place of introspection, of really tuning in to yourself, understanding that, you're supported, first of all, that simply being on this planet, you have a reason for being here. There is something important that you have to bring that nobody else does. And your spirit guides really want you to know that, and to understand that you are connected to the universe through your connection to the earth. And she's naked here. It's like being open, being vulnerable. That is, it's so scary to be vulnerable. And yet that's what's being called for, to open up. To stop being closed off and protected, and to open up. Because your strength is in your vulnerability. Oh my goodness. I am not sure how many more I will be able to do. I have at least 2 more before Manju. I am not sure I'll be able to get to you. I've been doing this for 3 hours now. However, I will be coming on again. I will be doing this regularly. So if not tonight, I will definitely get to you at some point. Schizophrenia. This card has been coming up. Wow, so many people here. Okay, let me finish this reading. Schizophrenia. Again, this is very much about, I'm feeling like it's needing to choose one side or the other. And I get the feeling of this person, like there's almost a sense of them feeling like they need to hang on to both sides. Like maybe somehow by doing that, they're going to draw these two parts together. But in fact, all they can do is hang there. And so they need to figure out what side they're going to be on. And then you have the 2 birds up here, which are just like, actually, you don't need to hang there at all. You can come fly with us. We got the birds again. The birds are freedom. Birds can also be about messages. Maybe that's your spirit guides, being like, hey, why don't you come off from this in this precarious position that you're in? Come fly with us instead. Or maybe you could even let go and fall and know that you actually have the wings to fly and soar. Playfulness. Your spirit guides want you to be playful. There's both of these characters have their arms spread wide open. And this one looks like it's about to step too. It's like, just close your eyes and step off and know that you're being held. You are being encouraged and protected. You have what you need to fly. Ugh. Through being playful. The playfulness is very important. Gotta lighten up. Lighten up so you can fly. Can't fly if you're a big, heavy rock, right? All right. All right. Whew. Oh my goodness. This is big stuff. Okay. Where am I at? So I I want to go back. I know Krista Gale, you guys are going to bed soon. However, your question was for Caitlin, and I feel like there's Denise DeShell. Are you still here, Denise? Does Brad want a long-term relationship with me? All right. All right. All right. Denise is here. Denise, give me 1 second. I'm going to pull a card for Krista Gale real quick. You know what, Krista? I'm going to pull you a card from my numerology deck. I love these cards because there's often a little bit of like I don't know how you say it, like a call to action. Hang on. No. Forgiveness. Thing about forgiveness is it's going to be a really tough one for many of us because it feels like forgiving is letting somebody off the hook. And it's really not. What it's doing is actually freeing yourself. So if there is some kind of situation where you are having trouble letting go, where you are feeling, any number of things, resentment, bitterness, sadness, anger, whatever. Remember that holding on to that is tying you to that situation and not allowing you to move forward. It's that idea of drinking the poison yourself to try and hurt the other person. And obviously that doesn't work. And so forgiveness is simply cutting the cords, saying, okay, I know that they did the best they could in that situation. And this is also about forgiving yourself, knowing that you also did the best you could. Because very often we can end up in a situation where we're like, we kind of deal with the fallout from it, and then we beat ourselves up for letting us get in that situation in the first place. And this is saying to yourself, okay, I didn't know. And it's through the process of learning that it's a whole hindsight thing. And so it's forgiving yourself for being in that situation, not knowing what you know now, knowing that you did your very best. And that now you have the wisdom, you have the lesson, you've learned something from this that's now going to allow you to move forward and do something differently next time. So, yeah. It's a good message for anyone, really. I think a lot of people have trouble with that one. I hope you come back, Krista Gale. I would love to do a more fuller reading for you. You hate that? hate having to forgive. I'm sure that's not what you mean by that. Um, wow, so many people. Hi, Lulu J. Hi, RD Intuitive. You are welcome, Krista Gale. Again, I'm going to be doing this on a regular basis. Probably not for this long, but but I'll be back, and I would love to do a reading for you. But I would like to get to Denise. Denise has been waiting a long time. Denise, do you have a question? Denise DeShell, do you have a question? Good night, Krista and Caitlin. I hope you two sleep very well. Sweet dreams. And thanks again. All right, bring it on, Denise. What's your question? Oh, awesome. Thank you for subscribing. Yeah, I do readings almost every day. Usually it's I've been doing element readings, fire, air, earth, water. And so far I always do them live. So if you catch me on one of those readings, Krista, say something and maybe I can do a little reading for you at the end. Oh my goodness. Oh yes, Denise. Denise's question is, does Brad want to pursue a long-term relationship? You did ask that. Okay, thank you. Thank you for asking again. What do we need to know about Denise and Brad? Does he want long-term? So it sounds like you've got something going on. Has something begun? But you're just not sure where it's heading? Mama Lena, Lydia, Lulu J. I probably am about to go off live. Probably. Thank you so much for tuning in though. And like I've been saying, I will be back. I've already been going for over 3 hours. I'm feeling like, yeah, I might need a break soon. Might need to go to bed. Nisha. Oh, I did say I was going to do a reading for Nisha, didn't I? Okay. Denise and then Nisha. And then that's going to be it. And all the rest of you, please come again. I will absolutely love to do a reading for you. All right. Okay, so this is for Denise and Brad. Brad. Patience. Having patience is not so easy sometimes. You want what you want when you want it. She's got the clock here. It's divine timing. Things have to line up in a certain way at the certain time. Only the universe knows. It can be quite frustrating. Like, I'm ready. I'm still ready. When's it going to happen? Crickets. It's just like, I know. I've been there so many times. Two of Fire. I love this card because this is about spirit. Spirit doesn't just have your back. Spirit has you on its back. Spirit is guiding the way. Your higher power, the universe, whatever you want to call it, is taking you where you need to go, is guiding you. And all you need to do is sit on the back and trust that you're being taken where you need to go. Yeah, have patience. Try and enjoy the ride. I don't know how comfortable a ride on a giraffe would be, but at least you have a nice comfy pillow to sit on. And Six of Earth. I want to say this is like unexpected abundance. I've heard one reader say anytime you see antlers, it's like antenna. You're kind of tuning to your higher power, allowing it to lead you, allowing yourself to receive the messages that you need. I'm pretty sure this is unexpected abundance, unexpected something good. Yeah, resources, unexpected resources, happy surprises. Happy surprises and generosity. So you're asking about a long-term relationship with Brad. I mean, so far, it's looking like it's very likely gonna take a little bit of time. And maybe he's on a journey. He's having to figure out, you know, where spirit is leading him, where the universe is leading him. He's getting his messages. He's attuning himself. But something good is coming from it, regardless. So let's go ahead and clarify. What do we need to know about Brad and Denise? Does Brad want to pursue a long-term relationship? So far, it is likely. One never knows when you're asking about another person because there is always free will and people change their minds and are erratic and do weird things. It's one of the joys and frustrations of being human. But definitely leaning in a positive direction. Understanding, coming out of the cage. I think this is a part of the patience. Going through this time of understanding that there's freedom here, that there are friends, the like-minded people on the other side. This could be a self-imposed cage, or maybe the door has opened and it's like, oh my God, look, they're free. I can join them. But it's like it hasn't left the cage yet. Maybe it's so used to being in the cage that it's like, I don't know what it's like to fly. I don't know what it's like to spread my wings. It takes a little bit to build up the courage and the confidence. You need the patience to kind of think about it for a minute. Maybe he's thinking about it. Maybe he's been in a situation where he's been feeling trapped somehow, and he's coming to the realization that he's not trapped anymore, but he's not totally sure about that yet. And he's learning to understand that he's not doing this alone, that he is going to, he has the help to move forward. Maybe he doesn't know that consciously, but there are forces that are working with him to help guide him where he needs to go. No, the miser. This could be the cage, feeling worried about. Let me think about this. So, tied to his material, to the material world, to his possessions, feeling worried that he's going to lose something, that there's a trade-off to gaining his freedom from the cage. And therefore this kind of is the cage. Feeling suspicious. Look at that. Look at that face. It's kind of like, this is mine. You go away. um but the thing about this is, this figure is holding on so tightly, and yet you can see it kind of looks like some of it's just kind of flowing out through its hands. I can't even tell if that's male or female. It's just, anyway, it's like the more tightly you hang on to something, the more it goes away, because it's all about the flow, right? When our valve is open, then all the things can come in that we want, because we're just allowing it to be. But when we start to hold on, when we start to contract and constrict ourselves, we close off the flow. And so we think we're hanging on to what's ours, but in fact, it's seeping out, it's falling away, and we're not allowing in the new. And that could be a part of what he's going through, needing to see that by letting go, by releasing, then that sets him free. And this is why patience is required in this situation. And I'm drawn to the figure on the giraffe's back. It looks kind of tired. That person looks kind of tired, kind of worn out, kind of like not having the ability to walk on his own. So thank God that he has a ride. um, Holding on so tightly has worn him out. He overanalyzing every aspect of his life. Yeah, that'll tire you out. Being a Virgo, I'm very familiar with that. This card came out again. Playfulness. Unexpected surprises. I feel like this is him tapping in to maybe realizing, coming to the understanding that in order to be with you, in order to make this work, you asked about a long-term relationship. He's got to lighten up. Maybe you both do. Because that's the thing about relationships, is we mirror one another. Whatever you see outside of yourself is a reflection of you. Maybe you both need to step into this place of playfulness, of flying out of the cage, stretching your wings, finding your freedom through dancing alone and dancing with one another. Just look at that, just pure enjoyment. And that's what brings in the unexpected surprises. And what was it again? My brain. Oh my gosh, I'm tired. I can tell. Unexpected resources, happy surprises. Happy surprises because you get into that place of playfulness and happiness. And maybe this is something that you can help teach him. Try to I I don't know your situation, but it sounds to me like you're in some kind of contact with him. So when you're with him, do your best to lighten the mood, to understand that he's overanalyzing everything because he wants so badly to make it work, but it's closing him off. And and it's like, it's, this is kind of like you being like, hey, you don't need to be in that cage. Follow me. Let's go fly together. That's way more fun. Let's go dance. Let's go play. Let's go laugh. Let's just have fun being together. It will help you both. Cuz again, it's a mirroring. When you uplift him, it can help him and he can uplift you. Happy surprises. All right. All right. I wish you well with Brad. Um, I hope that he does come to a place where he can get out of his mind a little bit more. Out of the mind and into the body. It's really important. You know, we're human. There's a reason we have a body. We're supposed to get into our body. You are so welcome, by the way. Thank you. Thank you, Denise. I appreciate you being here. But yeah, we're supposed to be in our bodies, and that's one of the things about kind of some spiritual teachings is it's like, get up, through the crown chakra and into the ethers and the spiritual realm. And it's like, yeah, that's all and good. That's all well and good because we are spiritual beings having a human experience. However, we are human. And there's a point. Some would say, like, we chose to be here because we wanted to be in this body. We wanted to have this experience. When you're in the realm of spirit, you don't have the ability to experience things with your five senses that I know of. I don't remember, honestly. I won't know until I go back. But from what I have heard, some people say we are very fortunate to be having this experience where in this 3D realm where we can have such a tactile experience. We don't want to try and get away from it. That's not the point. We're here. We got to make the most of it, right? So anyway, thank you, Denise. Thank you again for joining me. All right. My last one is Nisha ASMR. Nisha A. W's current feelings towards you. What are W's current feelings towards Nisha? Nisha A. One more shuffle. Oop. Nope. We're going to make that two more shuffles. Okay. Sorry. No, we're going to make that three more shuffles. It just happens until I'm done. And then it's like, I don't know. My body says, okay, that's good now. Or spirit, whatever's guiding me. Three of earth. I think this is about teamwork. Threes are about coming together, groups. Um, you know what? Before I get into the book, let me choose the other cards first. Six of Fire. Wow. He thinks very highly of you. This is about being an enlightened influencer. This is about stepping into the spotlight. You know, you're asking what his current feelings are towards you. He sees you as this light. It's like he's one of these balloons in the background, just kind of like, ooh, I like where she's going. And the thing I love about this card is that the ship is held up by the balloon. And so it's like normally any obstacles that you would encounter, you just soar right over. So you go farther faster than you normally would. And he sees that. And he's like, I like that. I wanna follow that. I wanna go where she's going. She? I called you a she. I hope that's okay. I think you're a she. I don't know. I don't know who W is. Anyway, sorry. Yeah, pronouns. Queen of Water. Yay. I'm glad that's okay. Um, Queen of Water. She's a healer. This is about self love and self healing. This is about compassion. W's a guy. Okay, cool. It's kind of what I was picking up, but you never know these days. I feel like he sees you this way. He sees you as a queen. Yay, it is true. That's good. I want to read Three of Earth. Yeah, this is about teamwork. Building on solid foundation, group efforts, and dedicated collaboration. So you know, the teamwork, the group efforts, building on solid foundation, it makes me think that not only are you potentially doing something together where you're working together, you're creating together, there's something like that, but he has respect for you. He wants to work with you. He wants to collaborate with you. He sees that you have something really important to bring to the table. Something that he's like, he really likes. He really likes you. He thinks this is, I mean, the respect is huge here. Um, Let me look at the Queen of Water again. Um, I think I already said it all. Compassion, emotional security, being a healer. Maybe he sees that you have a healing quality about you. That maybe you are a healer. Maybe just how you naturally show up. Something about your energy he finds very healing. He's very drawn to you because of this. You know, and again, there's that thing of we are drawn to people who are like us. There's we are drawn to like energy. And so, you know, it could also be, but then there's also the thing of opposites attract. And so it could also be like You're something different. You're something different. You're something special than he's encountered before. He sees this quality in you, and maybe he hasn't come across that. Priyanka, thank you so much for joining me. I am so sorry I cannot add you today. I will be doing these more, and I would love for you to join me. I've been going for 3.5 hours now, and I have to stop. I have to go to bed. So this is my last reading for the night. But I will be back, I promise. Please come back. I would love to do a reading for you. Okay. Um, so anyway, Nisha, he I know. Yeah, it's been long. It's been fun though. I really enjoy it. Oh, but yeah, I'm gonna need to stretch. um I'm not picking you know what I'll do is I'll clarify and find out more what he's thinking. But so far, either way, whether this is like energy or opposites attract, he is very intrigued by you. He wants to collaborate with you. He sees something really special in you. He sees the possibilities. When he looks at you, he sees the bigger picture. He sees the horizon. Maybe working together, collaborating. I should say collaborating. There are so many possibilities. And two, the two can be about partnership, and it can also be about balance, finding the balance. The master. I It's kind of looking like he has you up on a little bit of a pedestal. He probably sees you as being very wise, very intuitive, really in touch with your higher power. Because this is the enlightened influencer. You have something really, really special, really I don't know, adjectives. I'm not great with adjectives, but you have something that you bring to the table that is exceptional, that is not normal, not everyday normal. You know what I mean? Like when you're an enlightened influencer, like a regular influencer would be like, for example, someone who's like, hey, here's how I do my makeup on YouTube. And you come along and you're like, here's how to ascend to a higher level on YouTube. You know what I mean? Like you're just this whole other level. And when you're enlightened, you're coming from a place of the heart, from a place of integrity. You're tapped into your authenticity. And he sees this in you. The master, the master has the self-control and the understanding about himself and the world and the way everything works. Yeah, it's good. Yeah, it's good. And I think this speaks to comparison. This speaks to that, if he does in fact have you up on this pedestal, um, it's not necessarily good. You know, he's comparing himself to you and feeling like maybe he's falling short. You know, that happens with us so often. He sees you as the queen, but it's almost like he's not seeing you from him being a king. He's more like he's like if you're the tree, you're solid. You've spent a lot of time growing and um th- how do I say it? Like typically with a tree, it takes a lot more time to get to this place where the trunk is big and solid, and it gets to be tall. It's a process. It takes time. Whereas the bamboo grows fairly quickly. Bamboo is also very, very hardy in itself. Is an amazing thing in itself. It grows a lot faster, and so it doesn't have the same quality as a tree. So, yeah. So it's like he has as much to bring to the table as you do. Bamboo can be just as awesome as wood. They're just different. They can both be used for the same things. And so it's like him needing to see you as the queen from the level of the king, to elevate himself in his mind to where you're at. To, if he is one of these balloons in the background, to like turn up the air and like hurry up and come come meet you. Um, but but yeah, he bullseye. Exactly. This is this is really good. I need to look back at your original question. His current feelings towards you. Yeah. Yeah, he likes you. He has you up on a pedestal. He thinks you're pretty awesome and he sees the potential to collaborate. And the fact that he sees that means that he's close to being on your level. Like he understands that he has something to bring to the table. He can meet you. He just needs to rise up a little bit more, and maybe that's something that you can help him with. Help him see his his qualities and how you can't compare apples and oranges, but they both nourish and they both are tasty. And they're both fruit, so you can put them in the same bowl. Weird analogy, but you get what I'm saying. So, all right. That was amazing. Thank you. I'm so glad you liked the read, Nisha. Thank you. And thank you to everyone who has come to my first live reading. This has blown my mind. I can't even tell you. I thought this was going to be crickets. Seriously. I had a friend who was like, just put up that you're doing a free reading. And I'm like, yeah, we'll see. Like, holy cow. Yes. Have a great night, Nisha. You too. Yeah. You guys showed up in a major way, and I am super stoked. This this is beyond what I could have hoped for and expected. So thank you. Thank you for joining me. And it has been so much fun. And now I am going to go to bed. So I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your night. And yes, again, anybody who I did not get to, please come back. I would so love to give you a reading once I charge my batteries. I'll be back again, most likely tomorrow. And, I might start doing that thing where I've seen some readers where they do like a reading for a specific person at the end. So maybe I'll do something like that, so I can hit as many people as possible. Um, We'll see. I'm trying stuff. I'm kind of just throwing everything at the wall and seeing what sticks. So far, this was a good one. This stuck. So again, thank you. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your night, rest of tomorrow, wherever you are in the world. And I will see you on the next video. Mwah. And like and subscribe.